here we are again, making a quick batch of cookies. Um, Anida's chocolate chips, family fave. Instead of doing them as drop cookies, though, today, gonna do them as a bar cookie. Parchment paper, use it. You'll love it. Just a couple little things. People who know me know I love cute. But how adorable are these little measuring cups? Little black cats. Ha ha ha. Yes, they are perfect. And who can't beat them? But I was at the store and made a neat discovery and absolutely had to have. I'm not a huge impulse buyer. Anybody who knows me knows that. If it can't be had for half price or on sale, we don't need it. But I found this thing. Gotta show you guys. You look at my messy kitchen for a minute. Nestle Toll House Espresso. Espresso! People who know me know I love my coffee. But cute little remembrance story. My niece, who's very much grown now, when she was about 6, I took her out clothes shopping. Why? Because I'm the cool aunt. Well, one of the cool aunts. And finding all this neat stuff in different stores and going through, and we ended up at Macy's. And Macy's had a bunch of really great sales for kids' clothes. And a couple things where it's like, hey, yeah, this is just a little too big. I said, don't worry, you'll grow into it. Found another blouse, absolutely cute as could be. Found some slacks. Yeah, these are just a little too big. I said, don't worry, you'll grow into it. So what all little kids hear every time they're out shopping, for clothes especially. And when we were at Macy's, I found a dress. Gosh, the thing was cute. Yeah, maybe a little bit different on the size. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. So we're in the dressing room, and this was a Saturday morning. Busy as all get go in the dressing room. Pre-COVID, of course. This is about 20 years ago. And I go in the dressing room and I try it on. And I said, oh, honey, I said, it's so cute, but it's a little too big. Without missing a beat, she says, don't worry, Aunt Yaya, you'll grow into it. You could have heard a pin drop and then roar of laughter. Kid didn't know what was going on. It's like, hey, everybody knows that after a certain age, you're trying to lose weight, not put it back on. But what the heck. But it was a really cute story and a real fun time. And she's just grown into quite an amazing young woman. And young woman, not quite so young anymore. Let's get these chippies in here. But stories like, and I've got to. Oh yeah. Those are going to be good. Recipes in another vid, if anybody's interested in it. It takes just a few minutes to get everything all mixed up. The best part about doing them as a bar cookie is then you can make the cookies as large or small as you want. Best part about using the parchment, you lift the whole thing out when they're cool. I like that. And all you have to do is just tidy up a little bit, put your pan away, and you're all done. And the oven's hot. Win-win. Now for a bar cookie, I usually bake these about 20, 25 minutes. You'll know when the tops are done. You don't want it totally dry on top. You don't want them to get too brown. And even if they do, they're still delicious. But it's your kitchen. You can make your drop cookies. You can make your bar cookies. Sometimes it's nice. You can even do this in an iron fry pan. That'll probably fit. This here is a number 8. And it's about maybe 10 inches across or so. And it fit very nicely in there too. They will bake longer. Pan has to warm up. So don't forget that. You cook in cast iron, either you get it hot first, then put your stuff in it, or realize you're going to bake longer. Just one of those things. But I'm going to drop that stuff into the pan and we'll be back. There we are. Hopefully you can see this. Pat it out. And just about ready to go in the oven. Now, it's a thick dough. Just know it, realize it. Plop into the areas and then moosh it out from there with immaculately clean hands. Just saying. Wash well. Wash often. And then just pop them in the oven. We'll see in about 20 minutes. Well, we're a little longer than that. But here we have bar cookie. Sorry there's only one. Well, so far. I can drop things. But what's really nice, these just came out. These did go a little longer. These went for about 35. A lot of things can change. Your oven, the pan, the temperature in the room itself, how cool your ingredients were. If you chill your dough and then you decide you're going to make bar cookie, it's going to go longer. But the best part is these just came out, so we're going to let them chill for just a minute. And just remember that this is a wonderful platform for putting out things that you remember. Because if you don't get them out there, they're eventually, people are going to be gone and they're never going to remember these wonderful stories. This is the platform for that, because none of us is going to be here forever, and some of these recipes though that are going to be within this group or this platform, they should be remembered too, because they're incredible, they're delicious, they're home, and they're homemade. And usually they mix together pretty quickly, and you can't beat that. I really like it for that. Any recipe that's delicious, quick, satisfying, and versatile. That recipe, when you get your cookie dough started, your base, throw in 2 cups of chips, throw in some nuts if you like them, throw in some raisins, throw in whatever you like. M&Ms. I've done it with the mini chips. They come out really bizarre because they're delicious, but they're bizarre. It's the only way to describe it. And the pan's still a little warm here, but this is going to lift right on out of here. And the cleanup is going to be dust it off, put it away. Even better. So don't discount your memories. Get them out there. Things that you remember that were fun, that were crazy, that were impactful. We were just talking again about the moon landings and such. And yes, I was there to watch. I remember my mom having a Polaroid land camera. Oh my gosh, revolutionary. You take a picture, you pull it out of the machine, you wipe it down with this stuff, and you had a picture in minutes. And she tried to take a picture of the TV of the astronauts walking on the moon. And this grainy picture with 2 white little blobs was all we really have of our remembering it. It's not like this digital age now where where I'm talking to you. And anyone else who happens to be listening, or anyone else who stumbles across stuff like this. Uh, and just, I remember my brother and I, my sister was just an eensy baby. My middle sister, I've got one younger one. But just definitely these things that you remember uh, that were, like I said, that one was impactful. This was something unique. Oh, and here comes the sun. Had quite an event this over the weekend. We've been dealing with some really bizarre weather here in western New York, and we ended up with another, what could have been a very devastating ice storm again this winter, or second time this year in 2023 here. But most of the rain that was coming down, instead of the temperature going below zero Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, it stayed above 32, and everything was just all covered in slush. If it had turned a little colder, things came down as snow, we probably would have had about 4 foot of snow with ice underneath it. Not very fun. Definitely tough to go through, but we are almost ready to think about. I really want to dig into these right now, see what they taste like. I'm just so excited. Espresso, chocolate, chips. Life is sweet. So we can grab our cup of coffee, grab a cookie in a little bit, and we're going to chow down. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. And beautiful Sunday morning here. It's the 5th of March in 2023. We're a little after 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time here. We get daylight stupid time on the 12th of March, and that's going to remain then the law of the land. They're not going to flip it back and forth, which is smart. More accidents occur with that time change. More medical things happen, heart attacks, strokes, everything else, due to the change in the time affecting so many people. So I'm glad they're at least going to figure out this is what we're going to do and this is where we're going to stay. But I wanted to know why bother in the first place. But have a great day. Enjoy your baking. Enjoy your stories. And we'll see you next time.